Well, Apple reportedly ordering more than 10 million iPad minis for the Christmas shopping season. And now there's a report that the iPad mini will only be Wi-Fi. Joining the company now is Mark Spoonauer, editor-in-chief of Laptop Magazine. You know what? The iPad mini, only Wi-Fi. First of all, do you think that's the case?
Well, it's only a rumor right now.
Right. But what do you think? How much legitimacy do you give to it?
I think there's something to it because Apple's trying to hit a low price point. We're hearing anywhere between $249. I don't think they're going to go as low as $199. But when you add that 4G radio, it adds cost. And even when you add in the data plan, it could really get expensive for consumers. So I think they're going to try to really compete head-to-head with the Kindle Fire.
The Kindle Fire has been amazing. I mean, they've carved out a big chunk of market share. And, you know, I mean, it's a real player.
They are because, well, number one, it's $199. And number two, if you go to Amazon's site, what's the first thing that you see? It's the world's best free advertising when you have a $199 tablet that you see anytime you're going to the world's most popular shopping site. But they've also done a nice job in terms of the user experience. It's very easy to use, and it's all geared towards, guess what, consuming Amazon's content. So they're actually following Apple's model a lot in that sense. It's very similar to iTunes.
What about the Android products?
Well, I do think that the Nexus 7 is not getting enough credit from Google because they're hitting that $199 price point too, and they've amassed a lot of content too in the Google Play Store. They don't have as much as Amazon and Apple, but the design of that product is better, and it doesn't feel like a kid's tablet, and no offense to Amazon, but it feels like a walled garden. With the Google tablet, you get a lot more apps, and it feels like you could do a lot more with it in terms of productivity.
Mark, I got to tell you, Apple stock under a lot of pressure, just like that overnight. Everyone's saying, you know what, not everyone, but there's some whispers that maybe, you know, the competitive landscape, to your point, has changed to the point where maybe this is not going to be a $1,000 stock. Maybe it won't be the first trillion-dollar company. Is it premature to sort of write them off? Yes,
because I think what's going on in the market right now is all part of this correction and the consolidation that's going on. So when they announce their earnings and when the invites go out for this event, I expect to see a bump, and they may even go back over that $700 threshold that so many people were excited about. If you look at the landscape, there is a lot of competition in terms of innovation. Samsung is first and foremost.
They're no joke, right?
They're doing
they're really a legitimate contender.
Yeah, we're testing out the Galaxy Note 2 right now, which is the sort of that phablet with the pen, and it does an excellent job, and they're actually out-innovating Apple when it comes to software. But when it comes to apps, which a lot of people care about, there are 250,000 apps for the iPad. And if you can get that in a smaller and lighter device, they're going to have a home run this season.
You know, we have fun with in the meeting, you know, this morning with your Laptop Magazine. Laptops. I mean, you know, it's you know, I kind of joked and said, you know, before the precursor to this was Typewriter Weekly, but but realistically, is it the death of the laptop premature?
I think the laptop is evolving, and it's so the iPad.
I prefer a laptop over a tablet right now.
So I do all of my work on a MacBook Air because I need the keyboard. Right? But I do think you're going to see an evolution of the laptop with Windows 8 this fall. And what Microsoft is doing is trying to give you the best of both worlds. So you have a touch interface and then a keyboard when you want it.
Right.
And there's a lot of cool experimentation going on with design in that space. So I do think that, you know, the notebook is going to stay around for a while, but it's going to sort of change functionality and change its versatility.
Okay, cool. Mark, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.